You are going to be waking up to your dream partner in your dream house, your dream car sitting in the garage out there. You have your dream job. You have your dream closet. All the bags you've ever wanted. All of that is within your reach. It sounds too good to be true. Well, it's not. Everything begins with one simple thing, your mindset. Stick with me here. By the end of this video, I'm gonna have you believing you are truly capable of anything you want in this life. And that mindset shift starts now. Hi everyone, my name is Shani. I am a pharmacist, a real estate investor, and a content creator that focuses on mindset and leveling up. If you're here to grow, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. This was 20-year-old Shani, still figuring out life in an unhealthy relationship with 0 properties. This is Shani today, married to the love of her life, confident, pursuing her dream, and she owns 8 properties today. What you think, you become. The thoughts you choose to focus on shapes your reality. If you're constantly thinking, I can't have this, I don't deserve that, I don't have money, damn right you're not gonna have money. You're already telling yourself and you're believing that. The more you say these negative things, the more you're not gonna be able to attract the things that you want. But when you switch your mindset to abundance, opportunity, possibility, everything around you begins to shift. It might be hard to see that right now, but it all starts in here, your mind. When people say, I'm not a morning person. At what point did they start saying that and believing that? Why would anyone want to wake up in the morning grumpy, unhappy, annoyed? You're already setting yourself up for a bad day. The energy you start your day with spills onto everything else. Your mood, your productivity, how you treat other people. You're telling me some people would rather wake up and start with frustration, grogginess, being annoyed? That just makes everything so much more heavier and more difficult. Small shifts will give you a big impact. I'm not asking you to have a 5 a.m. morning routine. I don't think I've ever even woken up at 5 a.m. Let's be real here. I'm asking you to wake up with one thought of gratitude, something that you are grateful for the moment you wake up. Be grateful. That's all I'm asking you to do. Start with one thought of gratitude, because your attitude in the first 5 minutes literally shapes your behavior for the next 5 hours. Here's a personal example with me and my husband in our real estate journey. A couple years ago, we decided we wanted to do real estate. We started with 0 properties. And within 4 years, we built our portfolio to 8. We are about to close on a duplex this month. We're not stopping, all while working a 9 to 5. How? We had no experience. All we had was a big dream, maybe a little bit of delusion, and the right mindset and the willingness to figure it out. And I will say, I have to credit my husband for teaching me all of this positive mindset stuff. I used to be skeptical when it came to these things because I was more of a, well, this is this and that is that, and that's it. But you guys, I'm living proof that this mindset stuff really works. So yeah, we never had all the answers, but we had the belief that we would find them along the journey. Confidence doesn't mean you have to know everything. It just means being open to learning, growing, and trusting yourself along the way. Think of your mind as a ball. You're gonna grow this ball with confidence and positivity. Eventually, this ball starts getting momentum and it starts rolling. That ball is also a magnet. It attracts things. Over time, your balls have gotten, not balls, ball. Your ball has gotten bigger. And now it's attracting all these blessings and opportunities. It just starts rolling on its own. You don't even have to do anything. It just naturally goes and it's attracting opportunities, people, deals, conversations, and all the possibilities that are out there. My husband and I shaped our ball, our mindset so much that when we were at a dinner party at our friends, we ended up buying the property that was next door to them. The owner says that he gets hundreds of calls and letters in the mail. He happened to meet us on that day when we were at our friend's dinner party. If our mindset was not focused on, hey, I'm gonna find more properties, I'm gonna make this real estate thing work, we wouldn't have been able to attract that property. Everything will start falling into place when you start building your mindset and just trust. Things will come together. But you gotta grow this. Next, we are going to discuss the 2 mindsets. mindsets there are in life. The mindset of abundance and the mindset of scarcity. A scarcity mindset is focused on lack, meaning people usually say, oh, I don't have enough. Yeah, I'll never get there. The chances of that happening is so low. I don't have enough money. I can't get money. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, is about possibility. There's enough for everyone. I'm worthy of happiness and success. I'm capable of achieving this and figuring it out. When you operate from scarcity, you limit your potential because you're convincing yourself there is not enough. Those people are already setting themselves up for failure before they even start. But when you operate from abundance, you realize that opportunities are limitless. Success is for anyone who believes they can achieve it. Take something like owning your dream car. If you think, I'll never afford it, you will stay in that cycle of doubt. But when you start shifting your thinking to, I can have this, and there's plenty of ways to make it happen, doors will start opening for you. I watched my husband get his dream car. This man literally put a picture of it in our bedroom so he can wake up to see it every single morning. He did try to put it in the living room, and I said no, because that did not match with the decor. But a couple years later, he actually achieved it. This is him buying his dream car. I made an Instagram reel that went viral a couple years ago. If you want to watch it, it's on my Instagram, but here's a clip of it. But moral of the story, if it's in your mind and you put it out there and you claim it, you will achieve it. It's almost like you have to be a little bit delusional to believe in something so big. Albert Einstein said he wasn't the smartest one in the room. He was the one that just didn't give up. Change your mindset to abundance instead of scarcity and see how much that will shift your life. Now we are going to talk about the law of attraction. One of my favorite concepts. It's the simple idea that like attracts like. If you're thinking about the life you want, your ideal job, your ideal man, your ideal house, those thoughts sends out a certain energy out into the universe. And guess what? The universe will respond. When I started focusing on the life I wanted, I began to attract opportunities, situations, people that aligned with my dreams. I was more open to taking action, stepping out of my comfort zone, and ultimately create the reality I thought was once impossible. Like attracts like, right? Remember, your thoughts are like magnets. Whatever you focus on, you pull towards you. You focus on sadness, you're also gonna attract other sad people. You focus on anger, you're gonna attract angry people. When you're focusing on what others are thinking about you, what others are saying about you, you're gonna attract anxiety and fear. But when you focus on abundance and positivity, you start attracting opportunities. What you put out, you will receive. Of course, that belief alone is not gonna make anything magically happen. You're still gonna need to plan it out, work for it, and take next steps. But that manifestation and that mindset is what fuels your motivated action. Your mindset is an action loop. When you believe in something, you start acting differently, more confident, more persistent, which in turn creates new results. Think of a feedback loop. How you think is how you feel, which also shows how you act, which leads to your result, and then it leads back to more thinking. Now it's in that loop. This is how reality shifts. And remember, I said I was a pharmacist, so we are gonna talk about how all of this stuff I'm talking about is backed up by science. Let me introduce you to the reticular activating system. We're just gonna call it RAS. So basically, your RAS is a small bundle of nerves in your brainstem. It acts like a filter. It decides what you're paying attention to and what you're not paying attention to. You can also think of it like your brain's personal assistant. It highlights whatever you're focusing on, and then it puts a spotlight on all of those similar things. So when you start thinking of abundance and opportunity, your brain starts looking for those things to match. Suddenly you start noticing different mentors, different deals, different resources, different networks. All of those things were always there. Now they're standing out to your brain. If you ever heard of the red car theory, that's what it is. I'm sure most of you heard of it before. When you start thinking about red cars, suddenly they're everywhere. That's your RAS doing its job. I'm also going to introduce you to neuroplasticity. This is your brain's way of saying, I can change, I can adapt, and I can grow. Every time you repeat a thought, your brain strengthens that pathway that thought travels on. So if you're constantly thinking, I'm capable, opportunities are coming to me, those pathways become stronger. It naturally becomes your brain's new default. When you start shifting your self-talk, you're literally rewiring your brain to support growth, success, resilience, And over time, those old habits literally disappears because they're no longer being reinforced. Those pathways are gone. So yeah, this mindset stuff is backed up by science. It's not just some weird belief that everyone talks about. So now that you heard me rant about why mindset is so powerful, how do you actually shift yours to attract anything you want? There's 4 steps. First one, self-awareness. Know yourself and your thoughts. Don't be afraid to confront what they really are. You don't know what they are and you can't confront it. How are you expect to change? Truly pay attention to the thoughts in your head. Ask yourself, are they one of 2 things? Are they empowering you or are they limiting you? If you're thinking about going for your dream job or the dream school you want to go to, are you telling yourself, man, their acceptance rate is so low, I don't know if I'm going to get in. That program is so competitive. That job is really hard to get. I want you to stop right there and tell yourself, I am qualified for this. I am capable of this and I will figure it out. Here's your challenge tomorrow. When you wake up in the morning, notice your first thought. Can you flip it into something positive? I want you to start with 1 thought and take that one day at a time. Number 2, choose your circle wisely. It always amazes me when someone says, that's not me, I could never do that. But when did that limiting belief start? When did they start becoming that person? Our surroundings shape our belief, right? It's your circle, your friends, your coworkers, your partner, your family members, all those people that you're around, that's what's shaping that belief. Now imagine being surrounded by people who are uplifting, inspiring, those who do not cause anxiety, fear, stress. Your viewpoints and beliefs would be completely different. Remember this, you are not tied to anyone. You don't owe anyone anything. You're not responsible for other people's happiness. You can break the cycle. Your old friends that are no longer aligned with you, you gotta let them go. I'm talking about the friends who only talk about people instead of ideas and growth. Girl, you gotta tell them bye. Look, it's okay to outgrow people. You guys are in different parts of your lives and you gotta choose your circle wisely. My husband and I are so picky with who we surround ourselves with because we know how contagious that energy is. So choose it wisely. Step 3, visualization. Take a couple minutes every single day to visualize the life you want. When people are scrolling through like Zillow and looking at those mansions, I encourage you to do that. You gotta see what you want in life. Every year, my husband and I, we make a vision board and I actually have it on my phone. Some of it is blocked off, but look, I have my vision board. And the old Shani would have definitely laughed at that idea, but now it's a routine of ours every single New Year's, and we make a whole date thing out of it too. Sometimes when I don't feel like filming this YouTube video and I'll see it on my phone, I'll see that plaque and I'll be like, you know, if I don't do it, I won't get to that plaque. So it's little reminders that really helps motivate you. It's something so simple. You literally see it every single day, and I think you guys should try it. Number 4, gratitude. Gratitude shifts your energy. When you're thankful for what you have now, you will start sending signals to everything else that you're ready to achieve and receive more. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for your partner. Be grateful for your job. Once you start cultivating that gratitude, you're gonna start seeing a lot more things will start showing up for you magically. What would your life look like if you truly could achieve everything you've ever wanted? Start visualizing, taking gratitude, and taking action. You don't want to be on your deathbed wishing you could have done more. You deserve the life you've been dreaming of. Trust in yourself, believe in your own worth, and watch as the universe starts responding to your new mindset. The mindset that makes anything possible is already inside of you. All you gotta do is take that key, unlock it, and the life you've always wanted will begin to unfold. All right, everyone, I really hope my content helps you all. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in a comment below. I appreciate each one of you. Make sure to like the video if it helped, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.